I'm Pam Lignelli, and I am one of the project coordinators here at NG2 Native Green Grow in Partial, North Dakota. And we have a very exciting project going on here. This was a vision of Chairman's, and we share his passion and excitement just presenting this whole greenhouse. Our focus is food sovereignty and sustainability for the tribe, as well as any of our neighboring aspects, and be able to start growing and selling to big distributors and local markets as well, to create revenue for the tribe too. Here, this is the main admin. We'll have somebody at the front desk. There's going to be LCDs behind there now. Instead of the tiles, we're going to be doing the TVs. That's going to have some really nice graphics. Around here, we're going to have a lot of murals showing the indigenous farms, everything else. It's going to be an experience center with LCD screens as well. They'll be motion activated, so when they walk up to them, it's going to tell the different stories for the different areas. Through these doors is going to be our retail center. So you can see the coolers they're putting in there. People can come in and they can purchase some of these fabulous produce items that will have probably be growing a lot of premium as well. We're the only thing between, I want to say, Minnesota and Spokane, Washington. So we might as well make a good go of it and have some nice premium items. This represents the river running through, which is pretty neat. Right here we've got, this is going to be a classroom with full AV equipment. So this is a really nice experience. We can have schools here. We can teach classes for our own employees that are working as well. But there's going to be a full AV system inside there. Of course, these are public restrooms right here. All of this is admin. Do you want to go see admin? So we're going to have a whole front office staff and a back office staff. It's going to be quite the area. Of course, that will be for all of our break items. This will be the general manager and CEO with a nice lobby area. All of the different offices. Now we're going to just back up a little bit here, because this is where you come in. That's, of course, from the lobby there, from the Experience Center. This will be our break area. We have men's and women's locker rooms right here, so the employees will be able to come in. We have showers. This right here is the sanitation station. Process here. Go through here, wash up again. Through here. This will be our packaging and storing area. It's centrally located through everything.
When you come in this area here, you know, you do have everything on Priva, and it's all computerized. So all the vents you see up here in the roof, those automatically open up to what the temperature needs to be inside. If the air that's coming in is too cold, you have these heaters that'll temp that air, and then that air brought through, and then of course you get cooling when you walk in here, but you also get humidification. That's where that comes from.
Feel how that cools off? This will distribute the nutrients. So the water that comes in will be reverse osmosis water, which means that the minerals are all pulled out. So for each zone that anything grows in, it will have different nutrient specifications. So Greg, when he came out, brought some little plants that were already established. So we pulled them out and started them in here. So this is about a month's growth. These are lettuce varieties. We got 7 varieties of seed, and they're different than these, but it's just fun to watch them. But the water is constantly running down there. They're placed in there, and here's the plant, the root system. As you can see, they're doing very well. They're thriving in there. So this is how we start them out. I started this 3 weeks ago. These were from seed. These are 4 of the varieties that we ordered. And soon they'll be just about ready for us to separate off of these. They will break off in little squares, and they will go in each one of these as well. So we'll be taking them from these trays here, which grows 200 seeds at a time, to one of these that grows 17 plants on each channel. But this is all reverse osmosis water. When we start with this right here, it's called rock wool. What it is they pulverize rock, And then they run it in this machine that's almost like a cotton candy machine. And it's very lightweight, but what it is it's actually rock wool. So when we start the seeds out, we don't need any nutrients added to it because there's a lot of nutrients in that because rock is mineral. So we're pretty good until we actually get them a little bigger and then start adding nutrients to the water that's running. So this is the vine crop area. Actually, it doesn't look like it, but everything is on an angle. All the water, whether it's snow, whether it's rain, anything is all reclaimed. So when water or snow gathers on the roof, it actually comes down in these galvanized columns here. Water actually runs down there and goes out to one of two holding ponds that we have back out there, where it is run through the reverse osmosis system again, and it can be reused up to 6 times before we send it out to our bee pond. The heat plant that we'll be going to, once they're pushing the CO2 through, it will be forced through these metal boxes down here, and it fills up these tubes right here. They're not puffed out like they will be, but they'll look like round tubes underneath. And that is actually, there's perforations on the side here. It'll actually be forcing out the CO2 that's pulled out of the heat plant. The plants will sit on top of here in something that's kind of like the rock wool there. It's different with this. We actually buy the seed of the plants that we're going to use. It's sent to a propagator where their job is to take our specific seed that we want. They grow it into plants that are 12 to 18 inches high. Then we get them and we actually plant them up here. The vine crops, of course, whether it is the bell peppers that grow up or the cucumbers that grow up, the tomatoes go up and over that wire so they can go up 10 feet, down 10 feet again, and tomato plants can grow up to 80 feet long. So then they're wrapped around the bottom and tied. Once again, it's all recycled CO2 to oxygen, and that's what we want. So these right here, rather than the little tubes with the water running constantly, these will be in the plants, and it will release according to which plant it is, maybe a specified amount per hour. Like I know strawberries are just like 2 tablespoons of water, maybe like an hour. We will also have bee colonies in here. And a bee colony arrives with a queen, of course, in a little box with the sugar water. And a bee colony will cover about 1,500 square feet. This is our reverse osmosis system. And this is where the water will come in, whether it's reclaimed or whether it's raw water that we get from the city of Parshall. These are more nutrients here that can be added in for generalized nutrition. These are the docks where 2 semis can back up to at one time. That is our farmer's market. There's also electricity going out to them. There's ponds 1 and 2. Actually, the water can be discharged in there. It can be pulled back through. We have pumps that pulls it back into the reverse osmosis system and used again. Once it's been spent a few times, there's nothing wrong with the water. It just won't hold nutrients anymore. It's put into pond 2. It can be used for outside landscaping and also for watering our raised bed gardens, which is going to be great. It's going to be part of the learning experience. We will be growing the indigenous plants that have been grown up here. That's squash, corn, beans, sunflowers, and watermelons. So